denizens of the ward, welcome to the first episode ever. Today we are going to go over the deployment of a game me and Zach played. This was a Nova prep game, prepping me up to go to Nova. I was playing Knights, he was playing Mortarion Magnus with a bunch of Plague Bears, Demons against Imperial Knights. So I'm going to pull up the video here. I'm going to speed it up so you're not bored to death pretty much through the whole thing. We got Dawn of War deployment, and if you notice here, I have put three mortar teams down behind these ruins. That's basic mortar team placement. Usually put those down first because everybody knows that's where they're going to go anyway. Putting out the deployment zone. Zach's hiding some Nurglings behind that L terrain back there. Me putting 3 more mortars down, pretty much covering the whole 48 inches of this corner of the board. Zach begins putting his Plague Bearer line out front. This is the first of 2 30-man units he has. Slipping in a little company commander in those mortars. He'll give them orders so they can reroll ones to hit. Now, I play Valhallan, so I don't automatically get reroll ones to hit as the usual Cadians. So I have to give him an order to get those reroll ones to hit. Commander gives out 2 orders a turn. 2 mortar teams there. Looks like Zach's putting his Plague Bears over on that side. Second squad. There's his bubble. His bubble's going over behind that left L terrain. He wants to be able to get past that wall closest to him as soon as possible. Mortars over here on the other side, so if you notice on the left flank, I do have another squad of 3 mortars. By putting my mortars on the right at the beginning, I kind of forced him to bubble up over on the left to try to stay out of range. I kind of knew that was going to happen. As soon as I saw that, I decided to put more mortars on the left side of the flank. So in this list, we are running 3 Imperial Knights, 1 Castellan, and 2 Gallants, and we're running 2 battalions of guard. Each battalion has 3 infantry troops and 2 HQs. So each infantry troop is 10 man, so that's 60 infantry running around the board with the support of 3 Imperial Knights, 2 Quistars, 1 Dominus class. Right now, I think we're just adjusting orbital camera. Mind you guys, this was our very first recording in Zach's garage. This is the beginning of it all, guys. This is the very beginning. This footage may not ever get released to the public. This is more of a test run for me. I do apologize for the mic. I know there's some feedback. I've been working on it. It looks like I'm just going to have to get another mic. So there you'll see me putting up another screen of 10 guardsmen. These are screens. They're used to protect my knights from anything that wants to get in close, like his Magnus or his Mortarion. So I'm layering my screens. This is actually my 3rd infantry unit, and they're all getting layered. So he has to eat through all 3 of them before he gets through my knights, because my knights are going to go behind these screens. There goes his Demon Prince on my right flank. mind the technical difficulties. That right there, what I put down is my Primaris Psyker with his 2 spells. I believe I went Night Shroud, which is -1 to hit, and whatever the one called that gives me +1 to my saves. And then the Astropath has Mental Fortitude, which is immune to morale. He's looking to see where Mortarian's gonna go. He's gonna put him over there, right flank. He can see that I'm building up hard on my left, I think, now, and that's where he's deciding to put Magnus. He's trying to keep it out of line of sight. But we'll see. This is actually the first time Zach gets to play his Magnus after he fully painted it, so he's very excited to get this guy on the board. He's pretty much got everything down at this point. I have a few more things to deploy. I got a Commissar back behind the mortars. I know I want to screen those mortars out on each side because he's going to try to jump in there. So yeah, there's the screen on the right side, and here comes the screen on the left side. This game was a few months back, so it's still slightly fresh in my memory, but not freshly fresh. Alright, another screen over here on the right flank. I just have so many screens, and here we go. Knight number 1, Castellan. He's going out in the corner, protected by multiple screens, and then my 2 gallants. I'm gonna go, if you notice, I'm gonna go really hard on his left flank. He put his Mortarion on over there on the right, so I'm hoping that going hard on his left flank after his Magnus is, yeah, see, I'm testing to make sure he can't get his Magnus back there. So that's pretty much it for deployment. What I'm going for here is a hard break on his left flank. Try to take his Magnus out and get on his side of the board on the left and force his army to come towards me while I'm in his deployment zone. And pretty much just try to keep my deployment zone down the bottom right, clear of his stuff. Alright, he does get +1 to go first here, because he finished deploying before me. We're gonna see our roll off here any minute, and there it is. And I win the roll off to go first. At this point, he forgot to seize. So I started moving my guys for my movement phase, but then he eventually remembers to seize, and he doesn't make it anyway, so it didn't make a difference. I was still able to get first turn. So what you're going to see here is you're going to see me starting to move up my units to try to screen out and take as much of the board as I possibly can on turn 1 by advancing them and giving them the move order, which allows them to pretty much move and advance again in the shooting phase as long as the commander is within 6 inches of them. Alright, this is pretty much going to conclude the end of the first part of this series, which is pretty much just going through this game and talking about my decisions, talking about Zach's decisions, and you know, maybe give you guys a little bit of tips, a little help, and maybe help myself find some mistakes I made. So yeah, it's just going to go ahead and move into my movement phase, and thanks for watching, guys. I am Bobby G. Moncel, coming at you again, denizens of the Warp, broadcasting live everywhere and anywhere live broadcasts can be heard. Till next time.